Hello my peaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. I always do this by the end of the year that I talk about my entire Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works collection, whatever I have bought in this particular year. So in this video, I'm going to talk about all the Victoria's Secret body mists that I have bought, and also this 50% sale is going on, so I was like, this collection video will really help you to decide whether you want to buy something or not. Also, before I start with the video, I would like to request you to leave the fragrances in the comment section from Victoria's Secret or body mists that you would want me to talk about, because since the sale is going on, I can definitely consider buying one or two or maybe like 3 or 4 from them. So yes, do let me know in the comment section below, and without any more delays, let's quickly get into this video and roll the intro. Let's start with the first one, which is Bare Vanilla Heat. I always feel like owning every single Bare Vanilla that is out there. It has the notes of spiced mango, solar coconut, Bare Vanilla heats up, and I have to say, this literally smells like mango peel in here, which is slightly spiced up, like a soft spiciness, but then this slight sweetness from the vanilla, but then same bare vanilla, but kind of sweetened by that mango. It's like a very interesting mango kind of fragrance, which has the combination of mango and vanilla, and it again has the, same facet like that of the original bare vanilla. It's not young or very peppy or bright. It's kind of somewhere on the warm lines. If it is saying that it is heat, you might expect it to be fresh, but it's not fresh. This mango and spice mixing, probably like some pulpiness. Like, it's a nice balance of this juicy mango, but with mango peel and spice mixing in, and the vanilla, the original bare vanilla. So it's a great combination in here, which is great for summers. It's definitely for those who do not like wearing super fresh or sharp fragrances, and they like, yes, smooth is the word. That is what I was, kind of missing in the description. So this is a smooth mango fragrance, which is slightly spiced. So those who do not like sharp fragrances, just like me, and like to stick to their smooth and creamy, smooth but fresh fragrances, so it's for them and they really would enjoy it. This is what I do not like about Victoria's Secret. Once they launch a line, they launch it as limited edition and it never comes back. So from that point of view, I do not like Victoria's Secret, because if they are launching something and if people are liking it, they should get a chance of repurchasing it or stocking up on that. So that's a great flaw in Victoria's Secret launches for sure. I don't know how things are in US, but in India, if a line comes in, it never comes back on the website. Next up, I'm going to talk about Night Glowing Vanilla. I bought it with very high expectations of getting a bright vanilla or maybe like a crystally vanilla. I don't know what I was thinking. Basically, I was thinking that I'm going to get a fragrance which is going to be very nighttime appropriate and heavy on vanilla. It's a vanilla lights up in iris petal sky and pink pepper twilight. For me, this is a very, fresh kind of vanillic fragrance. I'm not saying that it does not have vanilla in it, but it's a very, very fresh, bright, floral and sharp vanilla. So this sharpness in it is really not impressing me. After buying this, I was more like, why did I even spend my money on this? But it is definitely for the floral fragrance lovers. They will enjoy it quite a lot. Those who do not like fruity or sweet vanillic fragrances and are more into the floral fragrances, they will definitely like this mature but kind of a unique take on a floral vanillic fragrance. It's a great combination in here of like slight sharpness, not overly sharp. I would not call it a super sharp musky fragrance. It's more or less like this slightly spicy floral vanillic fragrance, which is great for those who do not like sweet or fruity fragrances and totally are into the floral fragrances. It is smelling more like a cold spring night to me. under a beautiful night sky, and then some florals really making that night magical. So that's the kind of vibe that it has. But unfortunately, I am not a fan of this fragrance. It's a total pass for me. I am not appreciative of floral fragrances the way some people do not like fruity fragrances or sweet fragrances the exact same way. My nose does not work that way. Like, it's an internal thing, it's not something in here. My nose does not appreciate the florals that much. And now moving on. In the same line, a fragrance that I'm super impressed with is Star Smoked Vanilla. I was so happy when I received this fragrance. It has the notes of amber dahlia sparks, a marshmallow halo, crackling cedar woods, and I have to say that this is the best dupe of Replica's fireplace that I have got till now. It has definitely left behind Fireside Flurries from Bath and Body Works, and it's the true sweet, smoky, woody, balsamic fragrance in here, which is so close to Replica's fireplace. It has the same exact kind of density and thickness and deepness to it and richness to it. So I just am so happy that I got this, and it's a perfect winter time fragrance. Especially, I just get the Netflix and chill time vibes from it, because in the winter time, if you're by the fireplace, you're watching TV and watching Netflix, and you are with your partner and cuddling a little. That's the kind of vibe I get from this. It's a beautiful fragrance. I'm not saying that you restrict this fragrance just to Netflix and chill. You can definitely rock this one in some other situations as well, and you can layer this fragrance with your other woody vanillic fragrances. It's a great fragrance in here, and I think it is the best launch in this line. That's what I'm saying, that in this line, it's an amazing launch, to be honest. You guys know how much I love warm and cozy and how highly I talk about it all the time. So that was the reason I had to get warm and cozy sugared, and the packaging on this is totally beautiful. These pink colored Christmas trees are totally taking my heart. It has the notes of sugar plum, cozy vanilla, and frosted mistletoe. It's again a mix of a fresh and warm fragrance at the same time. But as it says sugared, I was expecting it to be more sweet, but that did not happen. It's a great fragrance for those who do not like overly sweet or do not like overly fresh, and they want a nice mix of all of those things. So it's, as the name suggests, it is a warm and cozy fragrance. It has the nice balance of freshness from plum and the frosted mistletoe. But what is different about this from the original warm and cozy is that the original one has a very beautiful blend of clementine and orange candy mixed with toasted coconut in the dry down. But this one, on the other hand, is more of, has a cozy feel to it. I'm not saying no to that. It has a cozy vanilla to it for sure, which is kind of adding a slight warmth to it. But that toasted coconut is missing, and the fresh notes have been created by the plum notes. It is quite similar to the original warm and cozy, but with a slight twist and slight change of notes. But in the air, they probably will just smell this similar. But I have to say that I am not disappointed with it, and I'm quite happy that I got this, because I can definitely rock this as a summer fragrance for sure. And moving on to the next one. The next one that we are talking about is Bare Vanilla Crystal. Again, a Bare Vanilla, which made me really curious, as I was like, what is it going to bring to the table? It has the notes of radiant amber, vanilla musk, bare vanilla beams with crystal energy. It does. I really like this. Okay. So given a choice, I would any day go for crystal. And the dent in it clearly tells you that I prefer this over any other summer vanilla, bare vanilla. I am really not sure. Like, there is a Luxe line which has recently came in. If you want me to talk about that, do let me know in the comment section below. This to me is like it literally does give you the feel of wearing a crystally vanilla on yourself. It is the original bare vanilla, but with a bit of like a bright amber. Amber is generally a very warm note, but somehow the amber in it is bright and it has the bergamot note to it. So probably there's a mix of bergamot and amber in it in the top, and that is what is making it smell like that. And it has a fresh muskiness as well in the base, which is a very soft sweet muskiness. Whenever this soft sweet muskiness is added to a fragrance, it just instantly takes my heart. Though I'm not a musk lover, I always say that, but this soft sweet musk really takes my heart. So this is one fragrance that I really enjoy, and I've used it quite a lot these summers. It smells like a classy vanillic fragrance to me. It smells like a perfect office fragrance to me. I just like it so much. I cannot tell you that how much I enjoy this. I enjoy this even more than Bare Vanilla Heat. Although the dry down on that and this is kind of similar, not exactly similar, but somewhere similar. But the kind of fragrance that this gives off, I am a fan of it, and this is my go-to summer Bare Vanilla for sure, or a go-to summer vanilla fragrance for sure. Just another line which was launched this year was the Elixir line, and we are talking about Rouge Elixir number 2. This was a very interesting line, and it has the notes of red currant, almond cream, and absolute decadent. I really find this fragrance to be interesting, and I am quite appreciative of this, to be honest. It's a blend of fresh red currants, and then in the dry down it has the almond cream. It really smells beautiful. The mix of fresh fruitiness along with the creamy nuttiness is really beautiful, and is kind of making it a fresh and smooth fragrance at the same time. And I really enjoy this fragrance, guys. I do not wear it that much, but it's a super feminine, delicate, and very romantic kind of fragrance in my personal opinion. And if this comes back in stock, and if you are somebody who likes the blend of freshness and creaminess, and just like me, you like sticking to your freshies that are soft and creamy in the base and not sharp or super musky. So if that's your preference, then this fragrance is so beautiful. I don't know if it is on the website right now. I need to check the Victoria's Secret website. I have really not thoroughly gone through it, but it is so good, and it just kind of smells like a bride. It kind of smells like a romantic date to me. It's a quite romantic fragrance in my personal opinion, and this is just another fragrance that I prefer over Forever Red from Bath and Body Works. I just feel that Forever Red is a little overhyped, and this is a better fragrance in comparison. Let's talk about Honey Mist now. This fragrance was making me super curious, as I am a sucker for sweet fragrances, and when the name honey is involved, I just feel that it's going to be super sweet, and that's what made me buy it. It has the notes of honey drizzle, purple dahlia, and whipped vanilla. It has not been too long that I got this fragrance, and when I first got this, I have it on this hand right now. I just sprayed it. So when I first got it, I was getting a very sharp, perfumey floraliness in it. And I was feeling like that it's a very perfumey and floral dominating fragrance. I always say this, that after a few sprays, things change as they macerate, and it has not been too long. I think it has just been a month that I have this fragrance, and it's gonna macerate more and get better for sure. Right now, it's really smelling like whipped vanilla and honey to me, and that perfume floral note has really taken a back foot in it right now, and it's mostly coming off as a sweet and whipped vanillic fragrance to me. I'm really curious what it is going to, develop into after a few months if I give it more time. So I'm really looking forward to this fragrance becoming what my imagination was. And for now, because I've visited it after 1.5 months, I think I have to say that the alcohol perfume floral note has really taken a back foot right now and is not bothering me. It's coming off as a very nice fragrance to me right now, and I'm really liking this. So if somebody was asking me in the comment section that they have bought one of the body mist and it's not smelling like what I was explaining it to be, and it's coming off very alcoholic, just spray 5 to 10 sprays of it in the air or somewhere, or maybe on the curtains or something, like as a room freshener, and then keep it aside for a few days or maybe like a month. When you'll visit it again, that alcoholiness will be gone. The next one that I picked up was Extra Apple, and later on I realized that this was actually not the one which I had my eyes on, but the one that I had my eyes on was Basic Apple. But I think when I was buying my stuff from Victoria's Secret website, this was the only one available, and that's how I got confused and picked it up, because even the packaging is quite similar on both of these. Now, this to me is for sure an apple dominating fragrance, but I would like to call it a unisex fragrance, because this to me is very similar to Sweater Weather from Bath and Body Works, and it strongly reminds me of that. It's nice, it's great, it's a little cologne, like it's a cologne take on a sweet apple fragrance for sure. And that is what is making me feel that it's more of a unisex fragrance, but it's definitely something very impressive. It's like a crispy apple fragrance. It has the notes of fresh fall air and juicy honey crisp. It does smell like a cold air to me. It smells like cold air bringing in the fragrance of apples and florals, but with a perfume facet to the whole thing. That slight cologne feel of this fragrance is kind of making it an interesting fragrance for sure, no doubts about that. I am definitely liking this, but this is more of a summer fragrance or a transition period fragrance for me. It's not my, top favorite or top priority kind of fragrance. It's more like, even if I didn't have it, I would have been okay without it. But if a fresh cologne fragrance, especially if you like men's fragrances and you would like a slight feminine take on it, then do look into Extra Apple and you will enjoy it quite a lot. If you have an idea what Sweater Weather from Bath and Body Works smells like, then you will totally understand that what this smells like. It has that crispy appley cologne feel to it. Next fragrance is the one that I'm super excited to talk about, and that is Moon Spiced Apple. When I saw this, I was like, I have to pick up this fragrance for sure, because it is mentioning spice and apple in just one name. It has the notes of ruby apple, reveals the warm maple sugar and crystal ginger galaxy. It does mention the notes of ginger, but I do not get the ginger in it. In the opening, I get a very caramelized apple slices topped with apple jam. That's the kind of opening that it has. And later on, it becomes a caramelized apple fragrance topped with cinnamon powder, and it more or less in the dry down kind of smells like apple pie. Oh, I love this gourmand fragrance in here, and I'm so happy that I got this one. It's great, it's beautiful, it's your perfect winter fragrance. The apples are kind of bringing in a slight bit of the freshness and kind of balancing the maple syrup note and the spicy notes in it, and it's not your super warm. Like if I talk about Star Smoked Amber, it's a super warm and smoky, sweet, woody kind of fragrance. On the other hand, Moon Spiced Apple is a great balance of the fresh apple note and the apple pie notes all together. So it's a really beautiful tart kind of fragrance for the winters, and it's so good. If you are a gourmand lover, this is something which is very much available right now, and you must get your hands on this, because this has to be like my best buy from Victoria's Secret this year for sure. Up we have Coco Mist, and generally coconut fragrances from Victoria's Secret turn out really well on me, and that's why I wanted to try all of them. It has the notes of coconut water, jasmine petals and creamy sandalwood, but it to me does not smell like any of those things. It rather, without taking too much of your time, it more or less smells like coconut oil to me. It's a simple coconut oil and coconut water kind of fragrance, like a mix of coconut water and coconut oil. oil, and it's really interesting. It's a very simple coconut fragrance, and it's not something groundbreaking. It's super simple. Like, if you want to make your skin smelling good from within and you want to smell like coconut oil on a cozy day, or just, being in your pajamas and just smelling nice and coconutty, so if that's the vibe you want to go for, you can definitely look into Coco Mist. But I have another fragrance which is much more impressive than Coco Mist, because this can be a total pass for me, because I have that one and that one is better. Let me just talk about it next. And that is Coco Vanilla. This is, like, the name literally tells you that it has the combination of coconut and vanilla. And this one definitely overpowers Coco Mist for sure. And after trying this, I was like, I didn't need Coco Mist in my collection. It has the notes of coconut cream, vanilla bean, and spiced pear. The pear in it is very juicy, very nice. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, creamy, coconutty, vanillic fragrance. And it's sweet, it's soft, it is comforting, it's beautiful, it does not get on your nerves, it makes your skin smell good from within, and it's a preferred coconut body mist for me, because especially because Victoria's Secret coconut does not turn synthetic on my skin. So I really prefer this brand when it comes to coconut fragrances. It's so good. It's like a creamy coconutty fragrance with vanilla, and it's more like a lactonic coconut in here. It's literally like sweet vanilla coconut milk in here. So yeah, if that is something you're looking for, you can definitely totally skip on Coco Mist and can, without any doubts, go in the direction of Coco Vanilla, and you will not go wrong with it. A fragrance I have been speaking very highly of this entire year, since the day I have got this fragrance, is Rouge Elixir. It has the notes of vanilla bourbon, muddled berries, and sensational high, which is not a note. And this is my best winter berry fragrance for sure. It is so sweet, smooth, and cookie like. It's literally like those muddled berries are doing a magic in this, and it smells like a berry jam mixed with a biscuit or cookie. It is yummy. It is another gourmand which is so good, which was just not worth missing out on. Let's keep an eye on the website. They might bring this back, as they have been bringing back the different collections. So let's hope that they bring back this one as well. This is my go-to berry fragrance all the time, because the smoothness, the jamminess, and the creaminess of this really, really takes my heart, and it is a smooth fragrance through and through. Like, I'm telling you that it's the bourbon vanilla, like bourbon biscuits filled with berry cream and berry jam. That is what it smells like to me. It's an amazing fragrance which can completely and totally win your heart, because it has done mine. So yes, amazing berry fragrance. Very, very different take on a berry fragrance for sure. Something that I picked up out of curiosity was Coconut Passion, as everyone talks so highly of this fragrance that I was like, why am I missing out on it? And I need to try this. It has the notes of island coconut, warm sands, and beach days forever. Are these even notes? I mean, I don't understand it. It is a fresh floral sandalwood coconut fragrance. It has the kind of the aquatic notes to it, and it's a very perfume like fragrance in here, and it has that similar kind of feel like that of velvet petals, those velvety, fuzzy, bright florals in it that I'm very prominently smelling. So it's more like a very perfumey take on a coconut fragrance. It's a tropical fragrance which is floral dominating along with coconut, and has sandalwood in the base, which kind of makes it super sexy. It has a very sexy tropical vibe to it, but it's not like, I do not get that much of a sweetness in it, so I would not like to call it a sweet fragrance. So it's like a different take on a coconut fragrance for sure, and more like this woody and perfumey floral take on a coconut fragrance, which is sexy and which is a little mature. It's not your fun, girly kind of, like, it's flirty, it's sexy with a maturity to it. This is interesting, it's making me curious now. I'll pull it out in the summertime. The weather from past 2 days here have been very cold, rainy, and gloomy. So, yep, I've been pulling out my very warm kind of fragrances because this is my time to wear the warm, sweet ones and the gourmand ones. So, yes, I will pull this one out in the summer times and then we'll see. My intuition is that I probably won't get along that much with this one, but I'll try. If not, then I'll declutter it. It's not that it's a bad fragrance, it's just something which is not for me. That is how I feel about it. And closing down the video with the last fragrance, which is Rouge Elixir. Just another amazing blend in here, which just blew my mind. It has the notes of black cherry, liquid amber, and quite mystery. It definitely is a mysterious fragrance, and it has the dark cherry note to it with some booziness and some nuttiness as well. It has the creamy almondiness to it, like that almond note is so prominent in it, along with that dark cherry note and a slight rum-like note to it. Now that I'm smelling it back to back, I just feel that it has the rum note to it. So probably a cocktail which has rum, cherry, and almond in it. So something like that. So that is what it is smelling like, and it's a really interesting cherry fragrance, and it strongly reminds me of Lost Cherry from Tom Ford because it has that kind of strong, nutty, warm, and boozy vibe in it, like that of Lost Cherry from Tom Ford. So I just really, really like it, and this is definitely among the cherry body mists. This is my most favorite, and I just feel that this Elixir line altogether had been very successful line and very good line because the body mists on this are not that alcoholic. They do not kind of, like all the other ones from Victoria's Secret, kind of really burn your nostril with the alcoholic burst in the opening, but with the Elixir line, that was quite toned down, and I was so happy when I tried these. So these are definitely better quality mists from Victoria's Secret, but sadly they have not, I don't know whether they have brought them back or not, but in my knowledge they have not brought it back yet. But let's hope and let's keep our fingers crossed that they might bring this collection back. So in total I had 14 fragrances from Victoria's Secret that I bought this year, which is not bad. I mean, even after telling myself that I will not buy Victoria's Secret, I ended up buying 14 mists from them. And that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you liked and enjoyed this video. Do leave some emojis in the comment section, whatever you feel like, I don't have any target for you this time. Whatever you feel like. If you don't want to leave a comment, leave some emojis. Let's make the comment section very interesting and colorful. I will see you in the next one. Keep looking beautiful. Keep smelling good. Have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.